Alright trainers, what's going on? I'm back again with another video, back again with another video. So when you see this gorgeous and handsome face, might I add, you already know that there's more Pokemon Go info. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about two topics. The first being the spawns, and how everybody is so worried about how Niantic spread out the spawns. And the second is being the event that's going on right now, which is called the World Tourism Day event. Which, by the way, a lot of people are upset about this event. I'm going to give you my take on it. By the way, the event ends tomorrow at 4 p.m. So if you can somehow get your shinies, I hope you get your shinies if you can, whatever it is. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to give you my take on it. And I'm also going to be talking about these spawns. So with that being said, guys, we're not going to jump into this video now. But we're going to jump into this video right now. Oh, and before we end out this part of the video, I'm also going to be showing you ways that you can actually do that one quest about, I think it's like 10,000 kilometers or whatever it is. But yeah, I'm going to be letting you guys know that too, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So now, we're not going to jump into this video now, but we're going to jump into this video right now. Let's go. Alright trainers, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the spawns. The spawns that everybody's talking about, complaining about. They want to know where they've been, where they've gone, what happened to them, what's going to happen to them. And we're also going to be talking about my feedback, and we're also going to be talking about Niantic's feedback. So, anyways, this cluster spawns in Pokemon Go are disappearing and people are not happy. So, I'm going to read this paragraph, and then, like I said, I'm going to give you my take on this video, along with Niantic's. Alright, so it says what you need to know. Reddit users are reporting spawn points have been removed. Many are seeing a huge reduction in Pokemon, and Niantic has not said anything about it. So, let's jump into this paragraph. It says, if you are a Pokemon Go fan and you haven't been to the Silph Road Reddit yet, you really should, because there is a big community of players out there all trying to help each other out. One of the big talking points right now is the thread by user KitFit talking about spawn points in his city. So, aren't we all? So, let's jump into the rest of this. Alright, so basically it says, it looks like many people are seeing spawn clusters, places where lots of Pokemon appear together, removed from their normal routes and either moved somewhere else or vanishing altogether. Now, while moving spawn clusters is frustrating, especially if you have a long-standing walking pattern, it isn't a problem by itself. The major problem is the reduction in actual spawns. Many users are simply not seeing the same amount of Pokemon they used to see, and for rural players that is devastating. When you only had 2 spawn clusters giving you 4 or 5 Pokemon, that can't afford to have that taken away. So, basically now, I'm going to give you my take on it. It's more to read after this, but I'm going to give you my take on it so far. So, with this whole disappearing of spawns, I think it sucks. I really do. I really do. But not 100%. I agree with this 50% from what Niantic is doing, or if it's a glitch or whatever it is. I agree with 50% because if Pokemon are being spread out, it gives people an opportunity to go to different locations, kind of like what they're doing with the, with getting Shiny Zangoose and Shiny Survivor, which I'm going to be talking about that in a little bit in the next part of the video about this event. But I agree with it 50% because of the fact Niantic wants to make sure that everybody is connecting with different locations and different trainers and different people, and it makes a lot of sense, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it can also make sense if Niantic is actually doing this. I feel that Niantic could actually keep the spawns like the old spawns where they were, change the spawn points like they normally do, but keeping the same, not the same spawns, like, but you know what I mean, keep the spawns in the same locations, but they could change it up like they always have been, but at the same time, they need to add more spawns. And I read this from a Twitter user, and it made sense to me because I feel the same way. I hadn't thought about that until after I read that part, but it makes sense. They could add more spawns in different locations in rural areas. This way everybody gets the same kind of spawn points. So that's technically my take on this whole thing. I mean, it's short, sweet, and to the point, but that's how I feel, because Niantic could actually add more spawn points. It'll make it more better. They need to add more, like, newer Pokemon, like they do the parks and everything like that, outside of parks. Add some events inside of parks, you know. But I talked about the events inside of parks in like an older video. But if you want to go check that out, I'm not really sure what video that's in, but you can go check that out. But anyway, back on topic, about these spawns, like Niantic should just like I said, add more spawns. This way, everybody can have different spawns instead of the same spawns in the same spot, or spreading them out. Or if Niantic wants to spread them all out, they can keep them spread it out. But like I said, just add more spawn points, or add increased spawns, because a lot of people are still considering this game dead. People who stopped playing it actually came back to the game for this purpose, because there's different Pokemon spawning, there's newer Pokemon spawning, there's new shinies. People keep saying shinies is not new content, but to some people it is, to some people it's not. But again, I talked about that in one of my older videos. However, to some people, they believe that shinies are new content. I mean, to myself, I believe that, and like I said, I mentioned this in an older video, but not to really get off topic, but I think that shinies can actually, it's not new content, but it's still content to make people play the game. And if Niantic wants to generate money, even though they are I think $1 million company or $1 billion company, either way, they have money. If Niantic wants to keep that up, they should give the fans actually what they're looking for. And that's with any business, not just Pokemon Go, that's any business. Because if you're running a business, you should really listen to your fans and the population of people that's out here. If we tell you what we're looking for, they should take that into consideration and say, okay, this is what we're going to do, so they can generate money. But yeah, that's technically my take on this whole spawn, you know, spawns and stuff like that that's been going on, disappearing of spawns. But yeah, we're going to get back into the, you know, rest of this video. Alright, so it says, not everyone is unhappy though. Several people are suggesting that instead of large clusters, they are seeing a more spread of Pokemon along the length of their route. Exactly, because 50% of people are happy and some is not. That's why I said it's like that with me, 50% and 50%. Because Niantic could keep the same, you know, spawns and just add more spawns, you know, to clusters or whatever. This way, people, you know what I'm saying, they should add more. So that way people can have a chance at getting shinies or whatever outside of events and everything like that. It makes it more tangible for people to actually play this game. Because like the game actually generated more people, like newer players back to this game, and it also generated people who used to play this game to come to the game, or generated people to come to the game who already used to play, and newer trainers. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so that's basically what Niantic should do. But yeah, basically here, this could help players stay engaged with the games for longer periods of time and stop people from driving from cluster to cluster, because they want people to start walking, actually getting exercise rather than just driving. I get that's what Niantic is doing, but a lot of people, like, you know, have their way of getting Pokemon, like, you know what I mean? Another thing, like I said, I want to make a video about something along the lines of this topic, about, you know, people, how they play the game and how I play the game and how I see it. I'm gonna make another video probably sometime next month, which the first is actually it's actually tomorrow actually, but sometime next month, I want to make a video topic about that. I mentioned that in my older video, but yeah, so basically now we're gonna go into the other part of this paragraph, and then after that I'm gonna wrap this video up after I talk about the event and give you my outlook on it. So this video is going to be a little short, but, you know, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, so it says, there has been no word from Niantic if this change was purposeful, a bug, just like I said, or just an experiment, but we have reached out for clarification and perhaps they will respond. Have you noticed a significant drop in spawn clusters in your local area? Let us know. So, basically, everybody, like, they have noticed spawn points and changes and everything else. Yeah, there's really nothing else to talk about this topic, because I basically, you know, clarified it all. But yeah, so basically people don't know if it's a bug. People don't know if it was purposeful by Niantic, because Niantic is not getting back to us, so it might be a bug, or Niantic probably wants us to figure something out like they always do in the world of Pokemon Go. And yeah, so yeah, with that being said, let's basically, I might have another article that I want to talk to you guys about, about the spawns that Niantic did tweet out on Twitter. I'm gonna see if I can find that. If not, stay tuned for the next part of the video before I wrap this video up. Let's go. Alright, so basically I found this from GoHub, and this is basically the topic I was talking about the spawn points. So global spawn point reshuffle confirmed. So basically it's been a reshuffle, which I think is also cool, because like I said, they didn't add more Pokemon, it just, they took away the old spawns and put newer ones, but they took them and then they spreaded them out. So it's good and bad at the same time. It's good because this way we'll have newer and better spawns, and it's bad because people have to actually go far and wide, even though that's the whole point of the game, just like the show says you gotta go search far and wide. You know, but some people are not used to that, but I mean, I guess Niantic wants people to go that far to actually capture Pokemon, because if you ever want to be a Pokemon trainer, this is how you would have to do it. So in a way, it's actually pretty good. So we're gonna read through this this article, and yeah, then we're gonna jump into this event, which actually is gonna end today at 4 o'clock. So by the time you're probably watching this, you're probably, the event is probably over, or if not, it's probably like a few hours left. But yeah, it ends today at 4 o'clock. But we're gonna talk about that in a bit. So let's go over this. Stay tuned. Alright, so it says, we can finally confirm that a global spawn point reshuffle happened yesterday, following a series of in-game glitches and Pokemon appearing and disappearing at random. Around Wednesday afternoon, players started reporting new Pokemon Go spawns worldwide. After collecting more than 500 reports on Twitter, we can paint a bit of a clearer picture of what happened yesterday. So, Pokemon Go spawn points changed, but they were simply added or removed. If you haven't already, it's a helpful understanding of spawn mechanics. Here's everything we've learned in the past 12 hours or so. So yeah, spawn points have changed globally. We haven't seen any confirmed reports that a specific area was skipped or ignored. It's a sweeping change throughout the whole system. Spawn points were added to places with higher in-game and cellular activity than previously recorded, especially in parks and non-residential areas. So basically they added more Pokemon into parks, and I've been noticing that, because I mean, you would think something was a nest, but it really wasn't. It was another nest. It just, they simply added newer Pokemon. So yeah, Niantic basically spread it out, you know, more Pokemon, which actually is pretty cool. But at the same time, they changed the spawn point. So yeah, that's actually a really cool feature. If Niantic, this is what Niantic is doing. Even if they didn't do it, even if this is a glitch, I feel like it should kind of stay like this. But still, they need to bring back the older spawns, because people, that's how people caught their shinies. Like, I know I caught my shinies in certain spots and locations, and there's certain parts that people come to where they sit in only one spot, or a place where they're plugging up their phone because their phone's getting ready to die out, and that's the only way they can catch Pokemon. Or they might be bedridden and they have to be in the hospital for X amount of days or whatever, and they open up their app and that's the only spot that they can catch Pokemon at, because they really can't get out. Which brings me to spoofing. I'm not gonna get into that whole thing, but that's kind of why people are spoofing, because Niantic is taking spawn points from different locations and adding them other places, which is cool, but they need to keep the old spawns, or older spawns, where they once were, and just add newer spawns and just keep them spread out. That way it's much more better. It's much more it's just much more better for players up to this point. But yeah, so spawns were removed or reduced from areas where Pokemon were overpopulated. So basically, any place that was overpopulated with Pokemon, they basically took them from there or limited it, and then like spread it in other locations, which is cool. It's kind of like spreading. It's like putting like salt on your fries. You don't just put salt on your fries and just eat them like that. You're gonna actually shuffle the fries around so each fry can get that salt. So it's like that. That's basically what they're doing. Like I said, I still am 50% on this whole topic, and I think it's really cool. But Niantic should have just kept the older spawn points where they once were and just kept up what they're doing now. If, like I said, if that's what they're doing, whether it's a glitch or not. But yeah. So, and I believe that Niantic should actually mention something about this. It's been since last Wednesday. Nobody's heard anything from Niantic, and it's only been on certain sources like you have on Reddit, you have on imore.com, which I was just on, and here at PokemonGoHub.com. So it's only at certain sites that you can actually, I'm sure you can find this in other sites, but like these are the few sites that you actually can get them from. So with that being said, we're going to get into the rest of this topic. So here it says some spawn clusters were reduced while others were doubled. We're not sure why this happened, but most new cluster spawns come in the shape of 4 or multiples of 4. So of 4 Pokemon. So it seems like S2 cell activity is still very much influential to the process of creating spawn points, but it's hard to estimate how exactly that activity is calculated. We've observed a peculiar phenomena where new Pokestops draw spawns from neighboring residential areas closer to the Pokestop location. Alright, so it says it's too far early to confirm it, but we've heard anecdotal reports from other players as well. Correlating spawns with Ingress Prime XM still works and proves to be the only exact visualization of potential spawn zones. So far, neither Niantic nor the Pokemon Company have shared any information. So technically, like I said, those are the only media outlets that you can actually go to that talks about the spawn clusters. Niantic themselves and Pokemon Company has not mentioned anything about these spawn points. Hopefully they will sometime in the future, but they may not say anything. They probably did this and not say anything because they probably want to figure it out on our own, which obviously we have because we're all complaining about it. But yeah, so basically, and it's not likely they will ever officially confirm it. So basically, the deep mystery of Pokemon Go's underpinning spawn distribution remains a secret, but at the very least, we can observe its effects on the day-to-day gameplay. So basically, that's that. So basically, if you were affected by this massive spawn change, please let us know by replying to this tweet. So obviously, this is the tweet. So obviously, like right here, shout out to the Domination, by the way. We're getting reports of new spawn points being live. Help us verify. Are you seeing new spawns around previous low spawn zones? So technically, the Domination basically was saying that, you know, his house got a major buff because it used to only have like 2 spawns, which actually you see, well, see, most of that is like from the weather feature. So like the Lotad and the other bug types like Venonat and Caterpie and the Spinarak. So technically, the only 2 spawns are still there. 3 spawns still there. The Hoppip, the Rattata. Actually, it's 4. Rattata, Nidoran, and that Patrat. Hopefully, that some of those are shiny. But anyhow, but yeah, like he said, he got a major buff. If that's what he believes, that's what he believes. More power to him. And I hope his area really, or in front of his house, actually got a buff. So anyway, again, shout out to the Domination on Twitter. So anyway, guys, we're gonna jump into the rest of this video with this event that's actually going on, because I have some really cool news regarding this event, by the way. So before I wrap this video up, stay tuned for the topic of this event, because it ends today at 4 p.m. I believe local time. Anyway, let's jump into this video. Alright, so we're back. Now, like I said, before I wrap this video up, we're going to go through this event, which ends today. Again, like I said, these videos are going to be coming out a little late because I work 2 jobs, just as a reminder. But like I said, if you're still rocking with my video, you would watch it just to support my channel, and maybe I might mention something on here that you didn't know that might help you in the future of Pokemon Go, newer players and returning players alike. So, here you go. To celebrate the spirit of travel during the first ever World Tourism Day event. Again, it ends today. Trainers, happy World Tourism Day in partnership with the United Nations World Tourism Organization. We are celebrating the first ever World Tourism Day event in Pokemon Go. For this upcoming week, we'll be celebrating its exploration with a special in-game event. So we're going to see what this event, well, we already know what it has to offer, but I'm going to still get into it anyway. So, stay tuned. Alright, so new features starting on September 26, 2019 at 1 p.m. PDT. GMT -7. Anyway, new shirt. Check out a new United Nations World Tourism Organization t-shirt available in the style shop. Region limited Pokemon available in eggs. Now, the following Pokemon will be available in 5 eggs in their respective real-world regions. So, we've already hatched Farfetch'd, Kangaskhan, and the rest of the regionals due to the unlocking of the event back at Go Fest. So, we had the unlock event, which was actually like last week or week before last. Yeah, so we've hatched those regionals. Now they're bringing the regionals back to their respective regions, which you'll be able to hatch regionals, your own regionals, which kind of doesn't make sense. So Niantic is basically having us there's a quest, and that's the exciting part I'm gonna get into, because there's a quest that you can that you have to actually claim in order to actually receive a newer regional, and hopefully that it's shiny, such as shiny Zangoose and shiny Seviper. So yeah, let's get into this. So basically, Farfetch'd, Kangaskhan, Tauros, Heracross, Corsola, Volbeat, Illumise, Torkoal, Zangoose, Seviper, Lunatone, Solrock, Tropius, Relicanth, Pachirisu, Mime Jr., Chatot, Pansage, Pansear, Panpour, Heatmore, and Durant. As Trentus would say, Kevin Durant's Pokemon. So, shiny Pokemon rivals spotted. Now, if you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny Zangoose or a shiny Seviper in the wild in their respective real-world regions. So, here in North America, we basically can encounter shiny Seviper, which I've tried to get shiny Seviper. I still don't have mine yet, but I will at some point if it's meant for me to get one. But I've clicked on a whole bunch of Seviper and just couldn't get one. But like I said, when it's time, it'll happen. And that goes for the rest of you out there playing Pokemon Go. So basically here it says Mime Jr., the Mime Pokemon, will be making its debut in Pokemon Go, which finally it's here. Everybody wanted to know how Niantic was going to implement Mime Jr. in the world of Pokemon Go. So, with that being said, it will be available in 5 eggs in Europe. If you're lucky, you might hatch a shiny Mime Jr. I've actually seen that on Twitter. But yeah, so we're going to get into this. Alright. I thought this video was going to be kind of short, but actually it's going to be kind of long now. Solely because I found that other tweet to let you guys know what was going on as far as the spawns go. Anyhow, features from Thursday, September 26, 2019 at 1 p.m. PDT, GMT -7 to Tuesday, October 1st, which is tomorrow actually. No wait. Yeah, that is tomorrow. No, at 1 p.m. PDT. So no, the event ends tomorrow, not today, because today is Monday. Decreased Stardust cost for trading, so I should take that back. Trading Pokemon will cost 1/4 less Stardust. Spin Pokestops for extra XP. Earn 2 times XP when you spin the photo disc of Pokestops you haven't visited before. Now, specially themed field research tasks will be available for a limited time during this event. Augmented reality technology is changing the way we travel and experiencing places. At Pokemon Go Chicago Fest 2019, we have visitors from 68 countries and regions at Pokemon Go Fest Dortmund 2019. Half of all visitors were international and came from 90 different countries and regions. UNWTO's mission is to promote and support responsible, sustainable, and universally accessible tourism, and we're so proud to be partnering with an organization who shares our values of exploration and adventure. Keep these steps in mind when traveling to make your travel rewarding for you, the people you meet, and the places you visit. Let's go, the Pokemon Go team. So basically, yeah, that's what this is all for. This is just the reason for this event, and Niantic wanted to release these shinies. Now, I want to let you guys know an easy way to actually complete the, 100 task or something like that. Stay tuned. I'm gonna show that to you. Alright, so basically shout out to Forest.com because I'm on their site and it's as follows. Pokemon Go, there's an easier way to trade. Now this is them saying that there's an easy way to trade. I'm gonna go through this and then I'm gonna give you my take on it, if they don't mention what I already was planning on telling you guys. So there's an easy way to trade Pokemon caught 10,000 kilometers apart and get the reward. Alright, so basically it's World Tourism Day here in Pokemon Go. a thing I just learned existed. Overall, it's a bit of an underwhelming event for everyone outside of Europe, where Mime Jr. has been released for the first time. Mostly we've got some egg bonuses and a whole bunch of... Okay, so that's basically nothing. They basically just talking about how it's really tough for them. So we're going to get into the part where it's helpful. Alright, so basically the simplest way is naturally just to find someone with a Pokemon that's caught on the other side of the globe. The circumference of the Earth is 40,075 kilometers, so in order to fill this requirement, you're going to need to skip over an ocean pretty much, no matter where you are. You can just barely cover it if you're working with an entire continent of Eurasia. Over here in Western Hemisphere, you need to go north or south. So basically, they just saying that you gotta basically still travel, kind of like, but some people just don't have it to do that. But here's the thing, you don't need to go to a place to get a Pokemon from a place. If you get a gift with an egg, yeah, so this is what I was talking about. If you get a gift with an egg from someone, the Pokemon that hatches out of the egg will be registered as being from the place that was the gift was originally collected. So all you need to do is make an international friend. So if you just make the international friend and then you switch eggs, kind of like what I'm doing now, get an egg and presto, you've got a Pokemon from where that person is from. I've got someone in Japan that gives me this. Okay, so they basically talking about what they did and how that happened for them. So basically, yeah, it just basically worked out for them. So yeah, that's pretty much what I was gonna mention also. But I have an easier way to do this whole task thing. They said make an international friend, but I want to show you an easier way to make an international friend, because like I said, I got an international egg from Norway, and it's actually almost ready to hatch. It's 4.7 kilometers, and it's from a 7-kilometer egg. So now's the time to get, well, not now, but you can get your super incubators. But I still wouldn't buy super incubators right now because the boxes are still trash. So I'd rather use my regular incubator. But anyway, I'm gonna jump into this now, so stay tuned. Alright, so for anybody who's watching this, just know that there's a Discord on Facebook called Pokemon Go Worldwide, and you can actually, this is how I actually got my Norway egg. People are gonna be giving you their friend code left and right. I got mine in the first 3 seconds, and I'm still getting codes, friend codes. So basically, it's called Pokemon Go Worldwide. As you can see, it says Worldwide Friend Codes. It's official. And basically, this is how you can get your egg. Now, they have to friend you. You have to friend them. Once they friend you, you just get your egg and you simply hatch the egg, and then the task will be done. But by that time, if you can do it before tomorrow at 4 o'clock, you'll have more of a chance to get Shiny Zangoose or Shiny Survivor. That is, if you haven't gotten it already. I also want to show you something else also to prove this point. Alright, so basically it just says to add your friend code to the map and find friends from all over the world. So that's basically what you're doing. It's simple and easy. You go to that site on Facebook. It's Facebook Discord called Pokemon Go Worldwide. That's how you get your egg. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you my egg and show you what it looks like. Alright, so basically I'm going to show you the egg that I was talking about. So you go here. Oh, wrong spot. So you go to Pokemon, you go over, and here's the egg right here. So as you look down, it says Buskerud, Norway. So basically, I'm almost done hatching this egg. Once I hatch this egg, I will actually be able to, get this quest done. And then I'll have a chance to probably get Shiny Survivor, Shiny Zangoose, because like I said, I have yet to get one. You guys can actually do the same thing. As you can see, it's already stacked. My quests are actually stacked, so I have 3. I just need 1 more to get my breakthrough research, which might contain Shiny Flower Crown Eevee, which I can't wait for that to change, like a lot of other people. So, if you want to follow that Discord, you can actually follow that Discord now. But yeah, like I said, don't let this opportunity pass you by, because hopefully, if you don't have your Shiny regional, now's the time that you can actually take advantage of that. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up. By the way, shout out to Daniel and Robin, who actually was trying to trade with me yesterday. Sorry we couldn't do it because I wasn't, I didn't have any, I didn't know what Pokemon that I actually had that was from another country. But anyway, maybe next time or whatever. But like you guys said, you know, what you told me on the message, that something else came up. But anyway, shout out to you guys. And you guys can also follow this Discord also. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. Make sure you guys like, comment, sub, share this video wherever you share cool stuff. Comment down below, smack a like on this video, turn post notifications on so you can stay updated on my latest videos and be the first to get my videos when I upload them. And crush the notification bell so you can stay updated on my latest videos. And as always, guys, peace and love, stay humble, keep your head up, and remember to always, always stay blessed. And I'm out. Peace.